Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rayge, and we are back today to unpack the dev's response to everything going on with Captain Britain and his release. There's actually a new blog post right now answering some of these questions. I had a chance to go through it as well, but I do want to clarify some things in case you guys are confused. But, you know, we've seen this in the past week. A lot of vocalization, a lot of frustration, guys, and I totally hear you all. Obviously, this is super unfriendly to free-to-play folks, especially with how gated his unlock method is. I think this was more of a way for them to be transparent in terms of what they're expecting. In addition, creating more like a frequently asked question kind of format, so that way it does help to clarify the situation. On top of that, what's going to be the path moving forward. But I also want to share my thoughts with you guys as well. As I previously vocalized in my past video, you know, this Captain Britain is super unfriendly for free-to-play folks, for the large majority of the community, in my honest opinion, because it's essentially just promoting, you know, you have to basically pay $200 to $300 US in order to unlock this character that potentially is required for a legendary character. Now, for me personally, guys, being free to play, it doesn't really impact my situation personally, just because I'm not going to spend regardless, but I can definitely understand. I think this is going to be the one that hurts those light to medium spenders. Not so much the whales, but this impacts the quality of the gameplay in terms of, you know, pressuring people to FOMO in and buy up a character, essentially, because that's how his unlock is actually going to be situated, right? But anywho, guys, let's go through the questions, and I'm going to share my thoughts as we go through each of the different questions and answers that we have received. So it's, again, released today, the Illuminati Showcase Frequently Asked Question. And again, they created this format so that way it's as clear as possible, right? So, can I participate in the next legendary event if I do not have Captain Britain? Yes, Captain Britain is not actually required, and you can be successful with any 5 of the Illuminati characters. That's kind of why I didn't care as much, because so as long as I got some confirmation that I can get this done without him, that's all I care about. At the end of the day, I don't really plan to build up this team. I'm going to try to min-max the best I can personally, being free to play, so that way I can unlock the next legendary. Especially given what we've seen with Old Man Logan, I have a feeling that all the legendary characters coming anyways this year is going to be pretty impactful. Okay, but will the event be tuned around Captain Britain? I think this is a really big one, because many folks are speculating of how core he is, how essential he is to the team. Well, your Illuminati team is the strongest when it's led by Captain Britain, which is fair, but they do confirm here that they're not going to tune the next legendary event so that you actually require him to be successful. I really hope that's true, because you know, we saw with Escape from Kiln where both Cabal and Spire Society, they were recommended but not required, and we saw how required they were in terms of getting through the finish line. So it's gonna be very interesting, guys. I don't like how they're using this kind of verbiage, because it's false promise. Obviously there's some better teams, and sometimes it is almost borderline required, right? So this is going to be very interesting to assess later on, but I do feel some comfort knowing that he's not going to be tuned around being on the team. If I unlock Captain Britain at 3 yellow stars, can I use him in the next legendary event, or will it require a certain specific star level like Old Man Logan event? You can use a 3 yellow star Captain Britain in the next legendary event, though he will be more powerful and effective if you rank him up. To be honest, this is not really clear, because obviously in the previous rendition of Old Man Logan, you can use characters at any star level up to certain difficulties. So this answer actually begs more questions than answers, because obviously we can use a 3 yellow Captain Britain. It's whether or not we're going to be able to use him in the higher difficulties, right? And that actually, I can see why they planted this answer, because they don't want to share too much on how the next legendary event is going to be. So for that, it doesn't really help us get that transparency, because we always knew he could be used at 3 yellow. What are the requirements to unlock Captain Britain? This actually was revised. You will need to collect 3 of the Captain Britain shields. Now, I was super excited, because I was thinking to myself, oh wait, are they still going to be releasing 4 shields and you just have to collect now 3 out of the 4? No. So it actually turns out they've removed it completely, guys. So right here, did you change the number of shields required? Yes, we decided to make things quote-unquote easier and remove the 4th shield. We don't want players to miss Captain Britain's unlock if they miss a free claim on the web. So what this actually did, guys, is, just to clarify here, it went from 4 shields being available to now 3 shields. So no, nothing changed, guys. This is not getting easier. This is the exact same. The only difference is now is that obviously in the past there might have been an opportunity where we missed the free claim on the web. Well, now it's completely gone. So you do actually need to do all three. It's still that paywall. It's still, you know, going through and making sure that your 5 yellows are across the board for your full Illuminati to unlock Captain Britain. So nothing's changed there. This is not you know, a way to make things easier, so to speak. It's just honestly removing some of the RNG with the free claim if you didn't claim it. Otherwise, the event is exactly the same, which is still collecting the shields here. Now, they did want to clarify here, and I think this should have been on the original blog post because it was just so confusing to go through it, but they want to further clarify. The first shield is in Chapter 2, which requires a 3 yellow Black Panther Shuri. The second shield needs a 3 yellow Hank Pym. And then finally, the third shield, and this is the one that, you know, has been the frustration point for the last week or so, is because you need a 5 yellow on Shuri and Hank Pym, Black Bolt, and Mr. Fantastic. For whatever reason, they decided to leave out Iron Man, which I think is totally unfair as well. But anyways, that's for another discussion. But they do clarify here, you do need them all at 5 yellow stars, and hence the paywall to begin with, because, you know, obviously you got to build up Black Panther, Shuri, and Hank before that opportunity presents itself. So I completed the shield and didn't get the shield. Apparently the shields won't display. Okay, that's fine. What are the yellow star requirements for unlocking Captain Britain? You need 5 yellow on Black Panther Shuri, Hank Pym, Black Bolt, and Mr. Fantastic. So again, Iron Man is just completely left out for the chopping block. Do I earn Captain Britain shards for each shield? No, you need all 3 to unlock them. Okay, so I'm glad they're at least kind of simplifying the nature of his unlock, so no confusion can be had there. How many stars does Captain Britain unlock? The 3 yellow. Normal red stars or dark promotion credits. Dark promotion credits, we already saw that before with him being a epic character. Can I get more Captain Britain shards after the unlock? And again, it's kind of one of those vague answers once again, right? Yes, you'll have access to his offers after unlocking Captain Britain. Okay. Will Captain Britain's offer cost more than a regular character? No, he will not cost more than a regular character, but you do need to unlock him, and then there's going to be more ways to actually add some yellow stars. But again, guys, that's why I preached in my past video as well. You're looking at north of $300 USD plus, because you're only going to get Captain Britain at 3 yellow. And remember, as we saw with Old Man Logan, you're going to need some 5 yellow stars across the board for this team in order to hit the certain difficulty level, assuming they maintain the same pattern that we saw with Old Man Logan. So you're looking at probably, I would say, $300 to $400 USD for one character. And obviously the future legendary character that this is going to be required for. How much time do I have to unlock Captain Britain? It looks like we do actually have until August 3rd is when the team showcase does start and end. So something to be mindful of there. At least that is at least a solid month from what we can see once that event does go live. When will the event return if I don't unlock Captain Britain now? If you don't unlock him, there's going to be opportunities to earn some shards in the future. And again, it's one of those vague questions and answers, because we know that these characters are going to be back eventually, right? Like, even though they get vaulted, the same way that we saw with Zombie Iron Man, Zombie Jugs, I mean, they're going to be eventually back. So this is just the most garbage kind of answer, because it's so vague, and obviously we know they're going to be back eventually. You can't just have a character one time in the game and that's it, right? It's not a one and done. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Marvel Strike Force and Scopely, and what's going on there with the clowns that decide to release this kind of PR, because if you're going to do it, at least try to be more clear, and obviously not be, you know, it's a pointless question and answer right here. It gives 0 value, because we already know what you're providing here as a response, right? What are you changing for Black Panther Shuri's release? It's going to have the best character release offers we've ever had in Marvel Strike Force. Okay, that's cool. I don't spend. I'm free to play, so that doesn't really matter to me. How can I get more Black Panther Shuri and Pym shards? Alongside the discounted offers, we're also going to be offering more of these Illuminati team orbs, and it looks like the Queen's Entourage, Hank Pym, are going to be available in key game modes, each contributing to a milestone that rewards you more. So this is actually what I'm going to be more interested in, because I think, if anything, there is an opportunity here if you have a lot of power cores. I'm currently sitting with 20,000 right now in my account. Maybe they're eyeing players like us that have hoarded quite a bit, but this could be an opportunity. That's why I'm waiting for more information to come out, because I'm kind of in that position where I can do something with it, or I can just hold the line. How do I get more Illuminati team orbs? Well, they're also going to be available through offers, but you'll also be able to earn them in a pocket dimension with Cabal. Okay, so we know that there's going to be a pocket dimension returning, and it's great if you already invest in Cabal, because double dip value there. Playing Cosmic Crucible, so they're going to get included in some way, shape, or form with Crucible. Completing the milestone events for the month, awesome, which is what we're already doing. And then finally, the periodic free claims on the web. So make sure you guys are paying attention to that. As I alluded to earlier, guys, yes, you can actually purchase them with Power Core, so we know that. And then finally, are we going to be able to participate in Black Panther Shuri's event before the showcase ends? And it does look like it will, but you know, it should have added as well Hank Pym here, because that's going to be the other one that gets factored in, right? Anyways, guys, this does nothing in terms of clarity for myself. It confirms what I've already known. I'm still going to follow my game plan. I'm going to have zero interest in Captain Britain. I'm going to try to bring up the 5 Illuminati that I have access to, and that my priority is going to be unlocking the next legendary character. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But yeah, a pretty garbage blog post in my honest opinion, because it's meant to provide clarity, but really it answers things that we already know, and at the same time they're trying to confuse by saying that they removed the shield, making it easier when it's not. It's exactly the same situation. Nothing has changed. Anyway, guys, I'll keep you guys up to date if anything comes from it, but we're going to keep battling the good fight. Either way, we'll have our own game plan for the next legendary character anyways. Thank you for your time as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.